7 Most influential Freemasons ever. 1. George Washington. Washington was the first president of the United States. He was the commander-in-chief of the Continental Army. He was one of the founding fathers of the United States. He presided over the convention drafting the Constitution. It remains the supreme law of the United States. 2. Clark Gable. Gable was raised in a working-class family. He dropped out of high school and worked odd jobs. Later, he pursued a career in theater. He made his way to Hollywood in the late 1920s. Gable had his breakout role in The Painted Desert. He quickly ascended to leading man status. He remains a symbol of classic American cinema. 3. Don Rickles. Rickles was an American stand-up comedian and actor. He was renowned for his insult comedy. His humor was often directed at high-profile figures. Rickles began his career after serving in the Navy. He started performing comedy in nightclubs in the 1950s. Frank Sinatra saw one of his performances. He became enamored with Rickles' audacious humor. This encounter propelled him into the limelight. His career spanned over 6 decades. 4. Benjamin Franklin. Franklin was a founding father of the United States. He founded civic organizations like the Library Company. He started Philadelphia's first fire department. He founded the University of Pennsylvania. He contributed to the American Enlightenment as a scientist. He invented the lightning rod and bifocals. Franklin was a successful newspaper editor. He was the author of Poor Richard's Almanac. 5. Andrew Jackson. Jackson gained fame as a general in the U.S. Army. He led troops during the Creek War of 1813-1814. He won the Battle of Horseshoe Bend. In 1815, Jackson won the Battle of New Orleans. His victory made him a national hero. Jackson then led U.S. forces in the First Seminole War. It led to the annexation of Florida from Spain. Jackson served as the 7th president of the U.S. He became the only president to pay off the national debt. 6. Voltaire. Voltaire was a French Enlightenment writer. He worked in the fields of history and philosophy. Voltaire criticized the Roman Catholic Church. He also advocated freedom of speech and religion. He wanted to separate church and state. Voltaire wrote more than 2,000 books and pamphlets. Many of his works were placed under strict censorship. 7. Rudyard Kipling. Kipling was an English journalist, poet, and novelist. He was born in India, which inspired much of his work. Kipling's works, such as The Jungle Book, became classics. In 1907, he was awarded the Nobel Prize in Literature. He was the first English-language writer to win the prize. At 41, he was its youngest recipient to date.